Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels Adventure, and today we're on a new mod pack called Rehdornheim. Now this map has actually been produced by DS Power, who was the modder for Rehdornheim. Now we did a map tour on that map itself and found it to be a really nice little European style map, and this one's very similar. So while we're just having a quick fly around, let's run through the information off on Mod Hub. So as I said, this has been made by DS Power. It's 118.15 megabytes to download. It's on a version 1.0.0.1. It was released by Giants on the 16th of the 6th 2023, and it's fully cross-platform or cross-play compatible, so PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles. Now on Mod Hub we've got some information that it's got 87 plots, which has got 60 fields, 17 forests, 2 additional courtyards, which I think it means farmyards. It's got a vehicle dealer, 3 points of sale, it's got 8 production points, so it's got a sawmill, a bakery, a tailor, a dairy, an oil mill, a sugar factory, a muesli factory or a cereal factory, a spinning mill and a cattle dealer. So there's quite a few animals on the map as well, so there's chickens, pigs, cows, and there's also a rock crusher. So the modder also gives you some sacks of chicken feed, cow feed, sheep feed, seeds and fertiliser, so that's pretty good. It's got 20 collectibles and it's precision farming ready. Now to actually play this map you will need to download a few additional mods. So there's the Dutch Shed Pack by Ref Farmer and DMI 20mm Normandy. There's the Cow Shed Pack by DMI 20mm Normandy. There's the Bunker Silo New Fangled by Dithmarcher Modding. If I've got that wrong, I apologise. There's the Pig Shed by DMI 20mm Normandy. There's the Diesel Pallet by DS-Power, and there's the Storage Pallets by DS Power. So those two are also made by the modder themselves. So I mean, I think what we'll do is we'll get cracked on with the new farmer mode equipment and go from there. As you can see, we start with quite a few bits of new farmer equipment, so let's run through these. So in the small tractors we've got the Class Arian 650, which has got 185 horsepower and it's got 2% damage. And then we've got the Massey Ferguson MF5S 145, so this is a nice Massey Ferguson with 145 horsepower, so that's quite nice to see. We then get a Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H, which has got the 8,500 litre hopper. We get the standard Lizard pickup. We get 2 Welger DK115 trailers, each with 8,000 litre capacity. We get the Deutz-Fahr header. We get an Agramash plough, which is a 2.5 metre plough. We get a nice Horsch Terrano 3FX cultivator, which is a 3 metre cultivator, so that's nice to see as well. We get a KHN HR4040 DS power harrow, so again another 4 metre one. We get the Venta 4030 DS modded version of a seeder. Now I'm not 100% certain what's modded on this, but it shows it is modded and it's got a 4 metre width. We then get an Agramash Falcon 3 planter. Now that's an interesting one because I haven't seen one of those before, so it must be one of the default ones, but it's nice to see something a little bit different. We get a Sepp Knuzel F240 front mower. We get a nice Pottinger Boss Alpine 251 forage wagon, which has got a 16.1 or 16,100 litre capacity. We get a KHN RA142 forage mixer. We get a nice Quickie Q7M front loader. We get a Albert pallet fork for the front loader. We get the Topliner 4090 trailer for the header. A couple of nice different weights, so a 650 kilogram weight, 1.5 tonne and a 1.8 tonne weight. And we get the Amazzoni T-Pack U, so that's obviously the front weight wheels, so that's quite nice to see. And we get a couple of the new storage pallets that are mods by DS Power himself, which are in and around the map, so that's good. So if we just get out this tractor, so if you've seen the Rehdornheim map tour that I did, you'll remember that this farmyard is very similar. So it's quite a similar type of farmyard and farm layout, and the map itself is very similar as well. So this is the starting farm, and there's 2 other farms that you can buy to get the pigs and also the chickens on. So big open shed there, nice open shed here as well, which has obviously got the repair bay and diesel pump. So, but on here we start with the cow shed. Now if we just go in here, now you can see we've got the KHN forage mixer there, and a couple of cows you start with as well. So we go around to the animal trigger, which I think is probably around here. It is indeed. So if we then go here, you'll see we start with 20 head of cattle, but you can also get 140 in this one, so that's good to see. And what we'll do, if we strip back to the map a second, you'll see that what I have actually done is I've bought the other 2 farms that allow you to get the chickens and the pigs. Now this the chickens are actually in farmland 42, and that's 42,000, and the pigs are actually in farmland 3, and that's actually 339,000. So if we run through those quickly, so we'll just teleport there. So the chicken coop is very similar again to Neeskopheim, just a dedicated area for our chickens. Quite a nice chicken coop as well, I must admit. This one's a 1,360 head or hen barn, so quite a good size that will. That should produce quite a lot of eggs pretty quick if you get all of them of the right age. So if we then just zip across to where the pigs are. Now this farm, inside the pigsty, so it's a nice, quite nice custom pigsty as well actually. But this map, or this farm, sorry, has got 2 pigsties on it, and it's a dedicated pigsty with quite a lot of nice areas for storing things. So you've got a big silo here, and you've got a big open shed and another one here as well. So, but the pigsty themselves and the repair bay, so again pretty nice area to start a pig farm. But the pigs themselves, it's a 170 head pig barn, and you get 20 of those when you first buy this area of land. This one again is a 250 head pigsty, but you don't get any pigs there, but it's a good start if you do enjoy doing pigs, so that's quite good. Go back to the map again, so if we just show, so if we ignore 42 and 3 when it comes to the fields, in new farmer mode you start with obviously your main farm here at number 2, you then start with fields 30, 56 and 87, so that's pretty good in my opinion. So 3 good sized fields that are not too far away from your farm, so quite a good start. You then on the crop calendar, it's a pretty standard crop calendar, no changes, it's a standard one for the game. So no added crops or anything like that. It's quite a few areas to sell your wares and your crops, so that's good. It's pretty standard prices as well, so that's quite nice to see. Like I said, we've run through the animals, so again you start with the 2 cow barns on the main map, but obviously when you buy the other farm one you get the chicken coop and the 2 pigsties. Contracts are very much the same as Neeskopheim, so standard ones: fertilising, harvesting, ploughing, cultivating. The rewards are pretty good as well. I mean, the fields aren't massive, so I think rewards kind of do represent that, so that's pretty good. You don't start with any production chains, but there is some productions on the map, and we'll run through those. And that's pretty much that. So if we have a quick look at the actual map itself. So the layout is, the PDA is very, very similar to the layout that was on Neeskopheim. I mean, the layout's pretty good. It's got a main road around the outside of the map with all the fields coming off it and different areas to buy and sell. It's got a couple of interlinking roads as well. The width of the roads are pretty good as well. They're not too narrow, but not too wide. They're probably a good size for a good European map. A few areas of water as well, if you wanted to put things like greenhouses or a different type of animal pen on the map, so that's good. The field sizes are pretty good as well, so they're good sizes and they're quite nice shapes as well, some quite unusual ones, which just adds to some nice interest in the map. A couple of areas of forestry as well, so that you can buy. So around the outside of the map there's a couple of forestry areas, so that's good if you're into doing some forestry work, so that's good. So if we now just quickly go back to the main farm, and we shall just have a quick look at the productions and the sale points around the map. So if we start down here, This is where the main vehicle shop is. Then you've got a debris crusher. This is where the pigsty is, where you can buy this as Farmland 3. You've then got the bakery. Oh, and if we just zoom in again, we've got the cereal factory. We've got the agri-handle pitter, oil mill, sorry, grain mill. Then we've got a Bullerworth, a grain mill like we've seen, the sugar mill. So that's kind of like an industrial area on the map. And again, another area to get some free water. Your actual point, you can start off in the map in new farmer mode, and also where your pickup is and where you can sleep is actually here. So if we go back up, go there, the farmhouse is actually in like the centre of town. So that's quite nice to see, something a little bit different. So it's just, there's your pickup truck. So again, something a little bit different and something unusual, which is quite good to see. So then just over the road from there, you've got your tailor shop. You've then got a gas station, a dairy, electric charging station, a Rehdornheim, which I believe, if I just scroll around so we can find the buy point for this, it's the, yes, I think it's a supermarket, that's right. Like I said, we've got the sawmill, cattle dealers here, actually animal dealer. And then down here is where your farm is. So pretty standard array of different productions and buying and selling points, that's good. I think we'll finish with, as always, field prices. So if you want to expand our main farm, so if you want to expand into some of these fields here, which are similar size to Farmland 30, but a little bit bigger. So that's 110,000. That's 62,000. That one's 72,000. If you want to move to here, that's 113. And that's 79. So it's not too bad, if I'm honest with you. It's not too bad a way to expand. The prices aren't too expensive. Let's try and find the biggest map, the biggest field. Probably 12. 254,000. So yeah, I'd say that's probably one of the biggest. So we'll look at 13. Yeah, okay, so the biggest map on the PDA is 254, so it's quite expensive, but it's probably definitely doable once you get quite a few fields together and do a bit of productions and some animals going. So that's good to see. So hopefully you've enjoyed this map tour video. If so, give it a like and subscribe to the Grainman channel, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Many thanks.